Alrighty. We should be ready to get started. We are back today with Outer Wilds. I'm hoping everything's gonna capture alright. I still can't get my game capture to work. I'm not sure what's going on there. But I am trying to use display capture, so I'm just going to play with that a little bit. Looks like everything's working pretty alright. Like always, I will keep an eye on the secondary display. Just because I never trust technology. But for the moment, it looks like everything's capturing about how it's displaying in-game. But welcome back to Outer Wilds, the confusing game with a lot of lore, and I don't necessarily understand what's going on, but hey, there's planets! And also, I like to get myself killed in space. This is a gorgeous little game. I love it so much. I have no idea what we're doing. But that's why we have this thing. Oh, God. Oh! Oh, yeah, because I explored the Ash Twin a lot. Not the Ash, I explored the Ember Twin. Like, a lot. Okay. But basically, we are the first astronaut of our planet, of our species, to have a translator for this alien race that used to inhabit our solar system, but did not come from our solar system. And basically, we're trying to figure out what all of the writing and the research and all of the stuff that they left behind is about, so that we can better understand them, or whatever they were doing. At least that's the way I understand everything. And if I go to... no. If I go to map mode, there's... I've officially got a link to the sun station. That'll help me for trying to land on it. But there's a bunch of different planets in our solar system. They all got, like, little things about them. Like, I can click on it to understand what more I should check up on with the planet. And things like that. I still have to figure out how to get into Giant's Deep. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Learn. Recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Yeah, but there's this. And that's all of the planets. Like, some planets I've explored a little bit more, some I haven't quite finished exploring yet. I've officially discovered the sun station. I've tried to land on it a couple times, but landing on the sun is hard. Especially when your spaceship is made mostly out of wood. But we don't talk about that. But back into rumor mode, this is supposed to help me piece everything together, so like, whatever's going on with Quantum Moon, as I learn more pieces about that, more things will start to connect up, and we can start to see this big spider web forming of like, somehow the Ash Twin project connects to the Quantum Moon. The orbital probe cannon probably will do the same at some point. There's something with the ruptured core in the interloper, but I don't have enough information on that yet, either. There's the escape pods, there's the anglerfish. I mean, there's all kinds of things. But my goal is basically to just go out, discover what I can, and also, by the way, I'm stuck in a time loop. So I'm living the same day over and over and over again, because something went wrong, and we don't exactly know what. Sun's already angry. I did also discover let me lock myself with the sun real quick so that I can go lock onto the cannon. That's not horrifying. But we did discover that there's possibly 2 other people also stuck in a time loop. We have no idea who these people are as of this moment. Can I lock on to the sun station? I don't think it's going to let me. I think I have to land on it officially by myself in order to lock onto it, which is gross. Or I have to get the lock on. I'm just going to approach the sun very carefully. There's the station. Nope, that's Bramble. It's hard to find the station. It moves so fast. There it is. You're gonna let me lock onto it? No, you are not. Stop, 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 stop. Please? Oh. Yeah, that's my problem with getting on the sun station. I might possibly be able to use the Ash Twin to teleport to the sun station. I'm not sure if that'll work like how I want it to, but possibly. I think I'm just gonna head to the Ash Twin. Like, I kind of want to be there as it's draining. I'm gonna get there super early. Because I've explored most of what I can think of to explore on the Ember Twin the last couple streams. There's lots to explore in the galaxy, but the Ash Twin is on a timer. It's on a reverse timer. So, the two closest planets to the Sun is the Ash Twin and the Ember Twin. There they are over there. I'm gonna set my autopilot. And what they do is they rotate around each other. And the Ash Twin drops its ash, its sand or whatever, onto the Ember Twin. Which means that if you're exploring the Ember Twin, you will have a limited amount of time before all of the caves and stuff under the surface fill up with sand. Meanwhile, on the Ash Twin, you have the reverse problem. It's like there's something on the Ash Twin, but because it's full of sand at this time. Let me try to land somewhere that's not where that ash pile is going to be coming from. Like, right now, I think this is the only thing I can see. Not what I was trying to do. Woo! It bumped me. So that's probably not a landing pad. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm just kind of gonna throw you, like, right there. I'd love to be able to lock into the sun station, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Trying not to lose my spaceship to the Ember Twin. What is down here? I don't know what that is, but that's an escape. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. But, officially, you know, the Ash Twin is dropping its sand. You can see the thing right there. Which means that stuff like this, whatever this is going to start poking out of the sand. And that's going to be my key to exploring this planet. I think I can doze off at the start to pass time a little bit so I don't have to wait for it to drain. But for this case, I want to wait for it to drain. I don't usually get a lot of time to explore the Ash Twin because the sun explodes if I wait too long. So it'll be an interesting change of pace. I wonder if the gravity shifts, like the less and less sand you use here. I'm on the South Pole right now. I don't know what I'm standing in front of. Like, I don't know what this is. But it is. Interloper's coming up too. I hope I don't get my ship stuck in a place that I can't get to it. I'm really bad about that. There's the sun station! Oh god, landing on that's gonna be hell in a handbasket. I think I'm standing in the middle of something. Oh my god. Wow, that's happened fast. It's the white hole that is connected to Brittle Hollow. Right there. Here's Dark Bramble. That's Brittle Hollow right there with the volcanic moon. There's our planet. do take damage as well, so I have to be careful a little bit. Like, just a little bit. I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna burst around the planet real quick to see if anything else has been uncovered. Not quite yet. Working on it, though. Oh! Hello. You're on the other side as well. You also an outside? Yeah. Okay, I have to figure out how to get into there then. Oh yeah, it's like, it's around the equator is the thing I'm looking for. With all the teleport pads and stuff. Yeah, that's starting to get uncovered. Which one is this? Do we know? Not really. Oh, I might be able to come here early on? Ooh, that's an idea. So this room is like way full of these cacti. And those cacti are not a good thing for me. But I'm thinking if I go there like super early, like as this is starting to uncover, I might be able to walk on the sand to avoid the cactuses. That might be how I'm intended to get through that. These are the twins. I've already explored this one. Still waiting for the sand to drain. Also gotta remember to not get caught in the polarity of it. Whenever that comes around. I still got some time, it looks like, so I'm gonna head back to my ship and refuel. Oh, hello. There's an entrance down here. You're just gonna shoot me up, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Interesting. Oh, there's a platform. Ouch. Okay, I'm gonna move my ship real quick to that platform. That way it's actually on solid ground. Maybe. Land? Oh my god. Straight, please. There we go. Better. Not really, but don't ask me how I managed to do that one. But there's at least that platform that... Can I even get up that? Yeah, there's not a lot of gravity on this planet. I should be alright. I might just put my ship back on the sand. There's not a lot of point for it to be on the platform when I'm relatively safe here. All things considered. Stay. Anyways, let's walk back to the equator, see how that's uncovering. Well, it's doing. So that's better than nothing. Where is... I don't know where the planet is. I'm starting to see some ground. Stop, please. Stop, 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 stop. Trying to not get launched into space. It's actually pretty interesting. Oh my god, look at the black hole. That's actually really interesting. So this one is for our planet. I think they mentioned that there was one for the sun station somewhere, which is the only reason why I'm like wandering around aggressively. Get into here. Just watching the sand drain is hilarious. Fill up the oxygen, and I think the planet's gonna come over in a second. Sounds like it. So I'm gonna wait for that to pass. Oh my god, no! I didn't realize that there was no ceiling. I thought I was safe. I was not. That's horrifying. The only reason I can tell what things are as well if you're new here or haven't been paying attention is because they made them based off of, or they decoed them based off of the planet that they connect to. These are instant warp pads in here. So like if I stand here, look up, and can see the planet that it connects to, for this case this is Brittle Hollow, then it'll take me directly to Brittle Hollow. Within like less than 2 seconds from when I originally traveled to. This is our first delivery. Yarrow 1 wrap core. Fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. My gratitude, Clary. With this, the Ashtone project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found in the White Hole Station that started this project. Should I visit sometime and learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built on the Ashtone project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I suppose more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. Stop using this scroll to flirt with my sister in romantic manners. Her density rivals a neutron star, and go meet her on the White Hole Station. Be happy to explain our findings. I wish I could be here. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the Ford and my unfinished work there is calling. I'll return for more materials soon. I love their language. Like, that's so cool. I think I just missed Hollow. That's okay. Is it this way I'm going? This one goes to deep. This one's just starting to uncover, so I took a good what's it? Detour. Why? Why do you... What? Oh, there's something below you. That's what you do. Ah, shit. Get in here. Is there a roof? There's a roof. I'll be fine. There's more dead people, too. I'm just gonna wait here for the sand to pass. I apparently had plenty of time to not have to wait here for sand to pass. Am I okay here? Oh, because it can't get in, I'm fine. Okay. Yeah, there's its planet, so if I step onto this pad a couple seconds ago, then I would have been teleported. So that's how you can tell, like, where you are at in terms of planeting. Is like you just stare up and wait for it. Is that the... Yep, that was the moon. That's a phenomenon that we're like kind of half trying to figure out. I thought there was a warp here to the sun station, unless this is the sun station warp. And I just can't get into it, because I have to use the back entrance. That could be my problem. This is really cool, though. They put a lot of effort into this game. I wonder if we know what's going on with this yet. Yes. Part of the reason I came back here is because I need oxygen. Don't turn my frickin' light off. It's dark in here. Ouch. Okay, still no idea what's going on there. I think this is like some kind of weird power generator, if I remember correctly. Which I probably don't, because I use... Hold on. Ugh. Please land. There's the second floor here. But there's no entrance to the tube or anything. Sun's gonna go kablammy soon. I might... I'm gonna take my ship with me to the other side of the planet real quick. Just want to see if we've got any more details or anything on this side of the planet than we do on the other. I still have no idea how to access this otherwise. I got my ship stuck. Hold on. Ugh. Land. It looks exactly the same. Alright, I have zero clue what's going on with this thing. Hold on. If I drop down there right now, I can't come back from my ship. So I'm gonna drop it down to the sand. Oh, hello. Well, hello there. Are you just the underside decal of one of the stations? I think you are. That's still pretty cool. The way I landed my ship, please. Hello. There's an entrance. I found one. It just goes up. Yep, it just... Wait a sec, was that something down there? Officially on the core of this planet. And I was right, the gravity does get wonky. No, there's just an entrance on every side. So now I'm confused at what this thing is. That's actually really cool. Like, the planet's drained now. Like, I'm standing on the core of this planet. And the sun's about to go kablamo. Are you any different? No, you're exactly the same. Okay, you're some kind of weird power generator. I don't know what you're for or how to get... Hello. I don't know which tower this is. Oh! Okay. Well, that's something. I think that's the only interesting thing, is there's for some reason an entrance way the heck down there. I mean, everything else is pretty much just consistently stone. This is wild. That's really cool. But I can't do nothing until the reset. So I have to reset, I have to get here super early so that I can get into this one? Yeah. There goes the sun. There might be something... I'm just throwing myself into the sun. There might be something to do with the Ash Twin after it's drained, which might be why the game gives me a couple minutes after it's drained in order to explore. Like, I had almost another 10 minutes of exploration once everything was pretty much drained out of the Twin. So that's interesting. There's definitely... If I remember correctly, it's like some kind of power generator. Whatever that structure is that's throughout the entire planet, is on both sides of the planet, is generating power for something. I think that's the Ash Twin project, but I don't know how to get into the Ash Twin project. And we're gonna head immediately back there because I gotta get into that one. Go. So I gotta get into it. I gotta see if my theory holds true, because there's some pretty tall ceilings in there. So I think as soon as I can get into that building, I can like climb through it and possibly access a secondary entrance on the inside for later use. Or just potentially have everything I need done in the one trip. So I don't know if I have to go down. I don't know. Whoopsies. Hold on. Overshot it. I'm trying to figure out where it is. I think it's... No, it's not that. So I'm gonna park, like before, I think I'm gonna park my ship there. Woo! Hold on. Land! It's not that hard. Hit the ball. There you go. Stay. Hello, hello, and by the title I feel like nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense! I'm following aliens, and I don't know what they're saying to me, but they're saying something! I wish I could remember... I'm gonna have to keep mobile on the planet. Unless I can see it from right now, I need to be able to find it. I might be able to see it. I'm not sure though. A little far out of the atmosphere. Not seeing it though, so I'm probably just gonna have to keep. Oh my god, wrong way, sir. The planet, please. There we go. That's horrifying. Ow. Beating this game so I can be all vague and mysterious, I think. I figured out a lot. I'm on the Ash Twin right now because I think I know how to get into one of the towers that I haven't been able to access, but I've been in the rest of them. And to the equating teleport pads on all of the planets. I need to get onto the sun station, but I'm bad at landing. So that's gonna be a little bit. I haven't been to the center of not Dark Bramble, Giant's Deep yet. I have been to the center of Dark Bramble though. I haven't explored Brittle Hollow much. Once I finish up with the Ash Twin, that might be what I do for the rest of the stream, is try to figure out Brittle Hollow a little bit better. And I think that's it. I'm just wandering around the surface of this planet. Fuck Bramble. I got through Bramble my first try. I don't know if I got really lucky or something. There it is. But I got through Bramble on like my first try. don't know if I'm at the front or the back of this tower, but sandy is officially draining, so I'm gonna figure that out pretty quickly. I think it looks like I'm at the front. You what? So, technically it was my second time, but the first time I accidentally went into Dark Bramble and I didn't know what I was doing, and I stumbled onto one of the anglerfish things, but the second time I just kind of shot my thing into the thing on my planet and just kind of went. Because that's descriptive. I shot the scout. I did the scout thing. Oh god. No! It's like, once I had a thing to follow, I kind of figured it out pretty quick. But I have also explored, I don't think I've explored everything on the Ember Twin, but I've explored most of it, definitely. Am I at the back? I am at the back. Sweet! Oh yeah, this is much easier out than trying to fly through this. Yeah, that's an easy way to do that. Still got bonked a couple times. Are there any trees in here? There's that, but that's the recorder. Where does this go? That's the stupidest way you've died. I've launched myself into the sun. I went through the black hole on Brittle Hollow once without my ship and ran out of oxygen and fuel trying to get to the ship. Please be the sun station. Yes! Oh, I'm amazing! Please be trees. Trees would also be nice. No, the first time I tried to get into the interloper, before I even realized that I could go into the interloper, I was just on the interloper, and when it got really close to the sun, I just kind of fell into the sun. Except I didn't fall into the sun. I technically missed the sun and spent all of my fuel trying to get back. I think. I don't remember. I missed the sun at one point when I was trying to kill myself. 281042 2 years ago, no user commands received for 10 minutes, all systems entering sleep. 6 minutes 45 seconds ago, increased solar activity detected, sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels, closing emergency doors. Okay. Opens emergency door. Good to know. Oh my god, that's just space. That's just space. I'm not good at this part. Oh, trees detected. Sweet oxygen. Wait, I want to read that and not lose any time. My most pathetic death is as follows. I was talking to the Beth Herthian Grabbro. I joined talking with them. I got flung into the atmosphere as you do. Forgot to move away from the island as I got caught in the gravity. Proceeded to fall back down, slammed my head in the island, breaking all of the bones in my body. I looked at my hands and started playing tabs on their. Really, I don't have a stupid death like that yet, but I did. God, what did I do? It was one of the planets. I had a hell of a time landing on this planet. and I spent like a good 5 minutes trying to get to and land on this planet, and then jumped out of my spaceship without my suit on. Okay, I'm here. That's horrifying. No thank you. Science compels us to explore the sun. Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in the view of such a morbid mission statement. Here's a better one. Mission. Determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, idea. Accurate. We're going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That's our mission. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Okay. There's no gravity here, which is funny because we're right next to the sun, but sure, whatever floats your boat. That's a thing. Well, hello there. Are you just cool? Yep, you're cool. The trees are nice. Is that all that there is here? No scrolls or funky stones to take me to weird places or anything? Is that all that there is? I don't believe you. Nope, found a scroll. No, I didn't. Ah, I forgot about the mall. Okay. Yep, still not seeing anything. There's dead people though. Possibly. Woo! Goodbye! Yep, because that's not horrifying. My ship's way over there. This is gorgeous. Hello. Found the funky stone. Ooh, well, I will be finding the funky stone. I just want to hear somebody yell, "This is the greatest planet on a planet in the sun!" Oh god. God, not Charles. I guarantee you one of the Nomai did that. Fire is reaching the end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate sun station. Approximate time until sun station is destroyed by expanding star. 2 minutes. Oh my god, I'm on a timer. I hate being on timers. Approximate time until star death. Charles straight to the damn sun. I attempted to do that, like the death before this. Okay, where is it? Ash Twin Project Stone? Again? Is this different? Well, at least I can't yeet myself off a cliff this time. Nope, they really threw this one around everywhere. That's cool. Yeah, no, the death before this, I just spent my entire life on the Ash Twin watching the sun, or not the sun, the sand melt. And I attempted to throw myself into the sun right before the sun went supernova, and it went supernova on me first. I was like, damn. What happened? Did the sun station not fire? It fired, Euro, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface level changes, but they were barely visible even to the third eye. The sun station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to start over. Return to the Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task would help. Spire noticed a comet approaching the star system that we'd like to investigate. So that's the interloper. I love the Nomai. They're just such funky little goats. They really are. I love reading about them. Hi, I hurt you, my friend. We all know how hard you worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Ida? We are well, Euro, or as well as can be expected given the circumstances. Though disappointed, I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. Interesting. Oh look, dead people. So they tried to launch it from the sun first. Yo! No, Maya? See, that's cool. But they failed to launch it at the sun. I got not a lot of time. I need to get out of here. I got a minute. Dude, the use of impossible geometry is fun. I don't know, is there anything else here? I don't think so. I'm just gonna try to get off this planet before it explodes. This planet? Station. Because I don't want to end my life here if I don't have to. Shouldn't do the sands at lol. Oh, that was perfect timing. Sweet. I appreciate perfect timing. Oh, what? You're not going to give me my time? Ugh. How much time do I even still have? I have a fair bit of time. I might review, see what I can do in this lifetime, or if I just have to yeet myself into the sun and reset the cycle. There's probably more on the sun station. There's always more on the sun station. Black hole 4. Where is that? We're delivering them to the where? Okay, I finished the sun station, question mark? The sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle. I took a break to investigate a newly arrived comet. That's going to cycle back around to the interloper. I'm not done with the Sunless City, but I don't have time for that. Okay. Yeet yourself into the sun. Can you meditate yet? Not as far as I'm aware. So the Hanging City, which is what I want to investigate next. I don't remember how to get under the surface of Brittle Hollow, but I can probably figure that out. But I have that to work towards. There's the orbital probe cannon, which is more to explore there. I wonder if I can do anything about that yet. I'll chat with Gabbro. Where is that Gabbro? Which button is the signal scope again? Shush! I mean to seem fishy. Oh no, you're fine. I just don't remember which one Gabbro is. Hold on, I need to mute something real quick. Or if I've talked to that one. I could go to Giant's Teeth. That's the only one not really on a time limit. Yeah. Okay. He's on Giant's Deep anyway. Oh yeah! I didn't go talk to the guy on Giant's Deep. I meant to, and then I forgot. Go. Is meditating like a good way to go pass time, because I'm gonna be real upset if I just waited the actual, like, 20 minutes for the sun to explode on, on the Ash Twin, just to learn how to pass time quickly. This is my favorite thing. Yeah, just restarts the loop. Ugh. I guess I'll go talk to the guy. Woo! Goodbye! Ow. Well, that was aggressive. Alright, where is it? He's gotta be around here somewhere then, because that's his ship. I see it. What? Wait, hold on. I gotta repair my ship anyways. Feel better. Oh, shit. Okay, looks like I might be good to enter. Yeah, I'm okay to enter. But I can't go down that way. That way's fine? That way's fine. Oh yeah, I forgot gravity here is bad. I haven't actually explored Giant's Deep much. I spent like an entire loop exploring an island, because I accidentally found like one of the bigger islands. What is that? Are those just jellyfish? Woo! Oh boy! Well, how am I supposed to get in there? I have to go around. Drift 4, entry number, whatever. Crashes, 2. Boring crashes, 0. Remember to see Slate when I get back. Ha! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! All the way down to the core. Consider yourself conquered, Giant Deep. You just got Feldspar! That was one of my more dramatic feats, if I do say so myself. Can't believe I wasn't electrocuted, Can't wait to tell Hornfels and Ghosten about this one. I guess brute force isn't always the answer. Right. So that's one more off the list. Seems all that's left is the big one now. Dark Bramble, here I come. Right. Interesting. Big old jellyfish. They're frozen. Is that all that's here? Might be able to go up here. Eventually. I cannot. My short little alien legs refuse to let me. God. Is that all that's here? I think it is. Yes, 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 yes. Skirt around the edge of oblivion. I mean, that's cool. That definitely caught my eye. But I need to go talk to a guy, not get distracted by Feldspar. As awesome as they may be. Oh, and I'm gonna have to find that island again, aren't I? Because nothing's anchored on this planet. Very cool. Where'd he go? Ah, I see it. God, I hope I have enough time to talk to you. I'm not exactly the fastest person when it comes to doing things. Okay, I can identify your signal when I go up there and stand next to you. Oh, I don't like this. What do you mean? Ugh. How do I get up then? Oh. Hello. I just walked right past you. Okay. Nice to see you. Good to see... Nice, it's you. Good to see you made it here in one piece. The first solo launch is a doozy, isn't it? Hey, so don't freak out or anything, but lately I keep, like, dying repeatedly. I don't know. It's pretty weird. But what about you? Have you died lately, or is it just me? God, imagine coming here on your first loop. No, it's me too. We're in a time loop. Time has been behaving unusual lately. Yeah, a time loop makes sense. Cool. You're taking this pretty well. Heh, right back at you. Personally, I like new experiences. I've never been in a time loop before. I mean, I don't think I've been in a time loop before this one. Looks like you and I are the only beings who can tell that time's gone all weird. I tried radioing Hornfells asking if they've died too, but they thought I was being metaphorical. I come here all the time. Even if I tell Hornfells about the time loop, they never remember by the next one. They don't even realize anything's different. And here's another weird one for you. Every time I die, all of my memories from that loop play back to me. I'm pretty sure that's related to this big stone Nomai statue that I found on one of the other islands. I was looking at it, the statue opened its eyes and started glowing. Replayed my memories like it'd seen them through my own eyes, just like what happens each time I die. That happened to me with the statue at the museum. You too, huh? Then the Nomai statues must have something to do with why we're the only ones aware of the time loop. Oh. So no glowing statues or time loop awareness? Okay, I think I read that wrong, but it's alright. I think that's going to be my leading theory, but if you find anything new about the statues or the time loop, let me know. I'm gonna sit in this cave right here and hope my ship makes it back down with me. He just floats up. That's hilarious. Well, I think my ship's jumped. I'll look at that later. Let's just say, oh, for so long it started to hypnotize you. I'm telling you, they put you in a trance if you stare at them too long. Space straightens you. I found something nice. What you got for me? Reach the inside of Statue Island. So then on my create, I love just the bobbing. It's like we're having a conversation and then just bobbing. So now am I creating those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I could see the Nomai doing that. Not sure what for, but it seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statue is recording their memories then? It's recording our memories then? Because I remember that one on the beach looked at me funny. That must be my memory friend. What are you doing here? What are any of us doing here, really? I'm just kidding. I'm out here to explore our solar system, same as you. But tell you what, outer space is really gives you room to think it's quiet and peaceful out there. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes the cyclone comes by and lifts me a little island paradise out of the water, then less peaceful. I love just the sun's gone out. Should I explore? Alright, Steve. Keep seeing a bright flash in the sky, something must be happening up in the orbit. I'm gonna have to come back and talk to you. I didn't get to finish that conversation. That was hilarious, so just the boom. It took me a couple loops to realize that the sun was exploding. Like, I noticed it looked weird, and then I saw it go supernova, and I'm like, oh. Okay, well, Giant Steep is right there. I've got a goal in mind. Let's go. And away we go. No shit, something funny happens. It gets obliterated. Man's really just fucking said, yeah, I think something's a little weird. Go. Not even out of my own atmosphere yet, and I'm sitting in the autopilot. Bum, 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 bum. Does Giant Steep actually have a moon? Or is that the Quantum Moon? I can't actually tell. I know how to figure that out, though. Well, it's gonna do it for me. I wanna wait and see if that moon actually... I don't like that it's getting closer. I think that was the Quantum Moon that I saw, potentially. If it isn't, then it's still there. Does Giant Steep have a moon? It might. I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay. Weep! Hey, there's not an island in front of me this time. Hey! So who's up here? Whoa! Oh god, flying around in this island is weird. Yep, good enough. Ouch. This is just your campsite? I hope I can get to that. I clipped that perfect timing. Oh god, I'm terrified. What did you clip? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that is just your campsite. Okay. Hey! Hey-ho, time buddy. It's a good thing I never get bored of rain, huh? Or should I explore on Giant Steep? Here's something you might like. At the start of every time loop, I keep seeing bright in the flashlight. Have you been to Statue Island? That's what I keep calling it, seeing as that's the island where I found the glowing Nomai statue. Got it? I did explore that. I was on the beach at Statue Island when the whole glowy business happened. By the way, it's a nice beach for that kind of thing. I give it a solid out of 10 on the Gabbro relaxation scale. If you like checking out Statue Island, it's the one with 2 islands connected by a natural rock arch. Well, mostly connected. Anyway, you'll see. I've seen it. What's up with this planet? I know, right? Oh, you mean like tell you more about it? Gotcha. Well, Giant Steep is massive and mostly underwater, no surprises there. The strong current weighs beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously, I've tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. As for land masses, I counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with the Nomai statues that I saw on the beach. You seen the cyclone? Yeah, they're hard to miss. They toss up everything in their path. Islands included Little Tip, If you get picked up by one, try to land in water, less likely to kill you. I found your ship! Time to share that clip. If you wanted to, I do have a Discord. If you've got one and you wanted to share it there. Oh, cool. So, oh, it's floating in the ocean, huh? Did it look like it was having a good time? Really? I think I've talked to you. Into the cave. Yep, I'm just gonna kind of sit here for a second while I wait for the island to go back down. Anyways, get your butt down here. Deep breaths. No, seriously, I meditate. Want me to teach you? It'll be the next loop before you know it. Sure, why not? Okay, close your eyes. Yup, that's just an insta-kill. That's actually really good to know. If I get trapped out in the vacuum of space again. Okay. So, talk to Gabriel. I now know how to meditate. Not really, but kind of. I don't know what button it is, but I'll figure that out. But supposedly I can do it. Let's see. Bramble Island, Ocean Depths, Gabbro. Why is Gabbro's Island its own thing? Versus is strong, preventing Felspar. Do I have to go back to talk to Felspar again? Gross. I mean, I can. It's not necessarily that difficult. Can I just put Felspar on my thing? Where is he? I do still need to go there. Where is he? Sir! Everyone deserves his own thing, duh. I mean, fair. You. I love that. Error duplicate. There, fuck. To Dark Bramble. Oh, what the fuck are you doing? Sir, that is sideways. Oh, that's the sun. I don't appreciate the sun. Usually good with that, yeah. Hey, it happens to the best of us, man. It took me way too long to realize that nobody in this game was using pronouns as a they, them, themselves. My brain just kind of said, "Yep, you have pronouns now." Is there anything on the surface of Dark Bramble? I don't see anything visibly, but I guess there could be something. I don't think so. I think it's all just the core. I'm so prepared to not be able to get to Felspar now. Ow! Why did that hurt so much? It's fine. Shiva creature, so yeah. This is a different pathway than I took before. I don't like that. Down, 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 up, 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 up. Nope! Oh my god. I don't remember... middle one. Okay. Yup, my ship hates me. Nope, not the middle one. Okay. Is it the top one then? Yes, it was. God, you can see like all my panicked little movements. Because like, there's not a lot of space in here. Even though there's so much space in here. Shit, is there one more? I don't remember. I think it's just go to Felspar. I think it's just go to Felspar. Yes. Why are you upside down, sir? Woo! Yep, good enough. Oh! We want to talk about jumping into space? God damn it! I forgot to put my suit on! That's like the 5th time I've done that! There's a reason I have to put my suit on the moment I enter the spaceship, because I forget by the time I get wherever I'm going. And that really sucks going to Felspar. God, that really sucks. Oh my god. I hate myself. Yeah, that's why that's the first thing I do every time I enter the ship. Because now I have to go do it again. I pissed something off that time. God damn it. I'm horrible. Absolutely horrendous. I don't like the sun. No, thank you. Okay. Take 3. Technically 4. But the first time I didn't have a goal. I like autopilot. It makes my life so much easier. I want to know how they did this. Like, I would love to hear developer commentary on like how they made Dark Bramble and all that. Because I think they did an amazing job with like all the seamless teleports and stuff. Top. You tried jumping into the sun? I swear it helps. I've actually done that like 4 times. I wish I was kidding. Why does everybody come in and recommend that I jump into the sun? It's fun. It's not. I don't like this one because there's something really close by. But I didn't piss it off this time, so here we go. Okay, this time I know. It's the top one. Whoopsies. Okay, hold on, I'm going way too fast. Goodbye. It's silly. It is. It's hilarious. Every time I try to come to Dark Bramble from the home planet, I, almost fall into the sun. Every time. But hey, I got my suit on this time, so maybe I won't die. Woo! Spin around. Spinny, spinny. Right, and the duplicate is from the heart that connects to Timberhurst. So just go to both of them. And maybe be prepared to have to spin. Yep, gotta spin. It's silly. Living is for losers anyways. Or for people who have a really wonderful sense of adventure. Where are you even supposed to land on this thing? I don't think you're supposed to. Nobody... Oh, I should match my thing. There we go. Ugh. Hey, Felspar, you gonna tell me how to get into the planet now? Where are you? Sir! Whoa, where'd you come from? Let me guess. Anglerfish? You got it in one. Kind of hard not to. Once you see one of those fish up close, personal like, it's allowed a load off and take a load off. Refill your oxygen tank. Hatchling. There's plenty of fire. Reach the core of Giant's Deep. Since you're asking, assume you haven't made your way down there yourself yet, right? Tell you how it kind of feels like cheap. Completely unrelated note. Yeah, I've been there. Are you not going to tell me how to do it? Somebody's got to tell me how to do it. I found something. Know my writing. Let's say the anglerfish are blind. Aha, so the blasted things that do have a weakness. Meaning my fly as fast as I can approach dealing with them could have used a bit more thought behind it. Well, at least they didn't eat me. All's well that ends well, eh, Hatchling? Frozen jellyfish near your old ship. Ah, so the old thing's still here, huh? Is it? That's where I camped out after the crash, you know. Pretty cozy inside. Does lack structural integrity and indomitable spirit of a camp made in the shelter of the very bones of the species that tried to eat you, I suppose. Did you say that they're blind? Yes, they're blind. Still, very cozy. And, I already did that one because that's how I found you the first time. Unidentified signal nearby? That's just Felspar. So, he's not gonna tell me. Who's going to tell me how to get into the thingamad? Right, there's no gravity. I updated the rumor at all? I don't think I had. Where was his camp? Sir! There it is. Swear's alive, doesn't seem my couch tracker is wrong. Jellyfish. From what appears to be a frozen jellyfish, looks like Felspar camped here before heading off to Dark Bramble. I want to see what happens. Whee! Is there does gravity reach out here? No, it does not. Okay, hold on. You want to see what happens? That's what happens. And now it's right there. It hit you. It didn't hit me. Retrieve spell. It just kind of went in a big old circle. It was still in the seed, but also came back around. It's really cool how that works. Because I found this place the first time because there's one of those seeds on my home planet, and I shot my scout through it, and it led me here. So, but right now I'm trying to see if I can't figure out where's the dark lookout. Okay, then the other travelers. Felspar found a way to do it, but Felspar won't tell me how to do it. Structure unit? Oh! Originally launched from the orbital probe cannon. That's... I know where that is. Let me remove that. Let me put that down. Though, getting out of here is gonna be fun. I might just yeet myself into the void. Kind of casually, like, reset everything. Yeah, I don't think I even can get out of here. Yep, this seems like a good way to get out of here. I know if you want a vague hint. Yeet! Oh my god, this ship is very resilient. I'm trying to make it explode. Okay, well, I have a better idea. Goodbye! I was trying to be cool and make the ship explode, but that didn't want to happen. So I had to suffocate instead. Damn ship being built good. Ooh, hold on. Drop something. Ignore the lag, give it a minute. Your head exploded. It did. Okay. I don't know why my laptop lags when I take the power out of it, but it does. So, we try not to do that in this household. But, now we had the giant steep. I did mark the thing. I don't know if it's actually going to show up. That's from Homestar Runner. Ha! Star Runner. Oh good, it does mark it. Perfect. That was the wrong button. Where am I going? Help? I can't. What? I swear I'm normally a better driver. Go. Quantum Moon. Yeah. I'm still figuring out what's going on with that Quantum Moon. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Need to start learning the quantum mechanics. Is that how I get under Giant's Deep? Is I have to explore the quantum stuff? I mean, I've played with the rods a little bit on the Ember Twin. Woo! I really need to stop entering orbit so fast. Speaking of being way too fast, Jesus. Well, here's a landing point, so we'll take that. What do you mean? What rocks? The ones that, if you stand in a dark room and stand on top of them, they take you to other places? The wandering rocks or whatever they're called? Supposedly there's something to explore here. I think I've read this, so I'm gonna pick it up anyways. Finish building. Tracking system. Yeah, I've read that. Okay. I picked the bad path, apparently. Oh yeah, I had a hell of a time. So you know, if you look away from stuff disappears. Some stuff, but yeah. It's like the particularly fancy looking stuff. Does that underwater? Oh, it does. That's cool. I like these pathways. They're really neat. Not always. Some stuff. I've seen the Quantum Moon a couple times. Brittle Hollow Stone. Where have I gotta take that? Do I have to take that across? I might have to take that across. Yeah, first time I was here, I was having a hell of a time with gravity in this area. But I've since figured out that you can walk on these walls. Hello, you got really high up. Maybe. It's hard to tell. They're really big. Well, time to figure out if the gravity stone can keep me on the ground. The answer is yes. God, this is trippy. I still want to know what kind of planet shoots its own islands into the fucking stratosphere. Is there quantum stuff on this planet? I've explored... See, Gabbro said there was like about, what, 4 or 5 main islands here? I think I've explored most of them. Control module. Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Casavea convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed on model of giant speed here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory. That's a place that I think I've got to go to at some point. And it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi and I are unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Grenady Cabin, the other at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. What was that? Yo, thank you for the follow! How long are you streaming today? I'm probably gonna be going in about another half an hour tonight. I usually try to stream for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. But thank you for the follow, Get Good Nerd. Kana, you should have seen it, and we thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the surface, but our strength sank to the core. Long range, about 5 minutes ago. I don't know if I've read this one or not. So, I'm gonna scan through it, probably shove that Brittle Hollow projection stone in. Okay, cheers. Bad news. Locomotive limb. I think I've read this one. I'm just scanning through it just in case I haven't. Ooh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read that one. I guess maybe not. I'll read that one in a second. Okay. Yeah, this is the Southern Observatory. I need to get here somehow. They said on the South Pole? So I have to check that out. Bad news, Avon Zero says there's a problem with the proposed power source. The orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. Hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Casanova. Casvania? Nope. Casava. Wish I were, my friend, but no, they aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now. Update, Mallow and I will join you as fears Ida may feel responsible. Okay. Is that everything from here? Now, question mark? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna check the ship to see what it says. So that's the only things I can seem to think. I need to head to Brittle Hollow. Okay. I need to head to Brittle Hollow at some point. Seems to be the current objective. Which I was planning on doing that anyways, but specifically the South Pole. I don't remember which one is red and which one is blue, but I'm going to figure that out. Construction yard looks like it's done. Sweet. Ocean Current Discovery, Southern Observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I just need to go to Brittle Hollow. Supposedly there's more to eye and locate with the Signal Eye Locator, but I'm not sure exactly how to go about that. I don't know how much time I have left tonight. Left in this cycle. I think I still got a fair bit. Ugh. Maybe not. Where is Brittle Hollow? I'll line myself up with that. Go do it in map. So there's supposed to be one at the gravity cannon, so I'm gonna go there. Well, I'm gonna put my marker no. That's also going to give me... Whoa. Go. I have been on the sun station too. I forgot about that. Well, I didn't really forget about it. I just didn't mention it. I finally got on the sun station. It took me way too long to do that. Considering I tried to actively throw myself at the sun station a couple times. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the thing, given that I've already wasted so much time and Brittle Hollow already looks like Swiss cheese. But we're going to try. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Ooh! Oh, ooh, 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 distraction. That's not what I meant to do. Whoop! I scared myself back into my own ship. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We are incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals, however, if it's any comfort. Both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude, if we can. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Embrace yourself swiftly, the volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. The planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everybody to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms? This is my second escape pod. This one seems to be in a little bit better, goodbye. In a little bit better condition. Escape Pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Launching Escape Pod 3. Launching Escape Pod 2. Now launching Escape Pod 1. Collision imminent. Prepare for impact. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. It's better than the other verdict. Emergency escape hatch. Ah, I see. Okay. Not what I was looking to do today. Shit. Hi? Why are you yelling at me? Also, if anybody's a little shit, it's you. You know. I'm amazed the gravity cannon's still here. I don't know how many of the pathways are still available, but the gravity cannon's still here. Yep, good enough. I'm distracted by scenario, so I'm late. Yeah, you're late by an hour and a half. You're so late you missed 2 new people showing up to my stream today. I've been weirdly popular. Oh no, what is this? Brittle Hollow Projection Stone! This is gonna take me to the laboratory again. New people? Yeah! That's... Oh no, this is different. Oh, this is very different. Help, there's a wall! Oh, there actually was a wall. Let's go to the Discord, go! Here I am, seen. Don't peer pressure people into joining the Discord. Oh, it's got something to read on it. No, don't peer pressure people. Come on now. Be friendly. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. That's exciting. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you've got to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west from the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions bells. I'll see you soon. Friendly peer pressure. Okay, so I gotta go to this Tower of Quantum Knowledge thing? Potentially. I don't think I've messed with this gravity cannon. What's it summon? I might have. I don't remember. Where's the controls? The other side. Shuttle is currently oh yeah, no, I have messed with this gravity cannon. Nope. That's the wrong side. That's why that's not working. It summons you away. Oh! Goodbye! Wait! No, I don't want to go! I'm too young! Oh god. Nope, there's no escape. Nope. No, I refuse. Help. Help. Oh, damn it. Okay, well that's gonna make everything difficult. Do the thing! Well, I can try to explore what I can while it's all upside down. Alright, yo. You're getting out of here? Well, have a good day. I'm gonna be ending stream here relatively soon myself anyways. Peace or noise, your choice. Why is there just a wall with crystal on it? Hello? I've got gravity. I'm gonna go throw myself at something. To the interloper! Yeah, I don't care. Stealing that now? What are you stealing? Oh god. Well, I've started using oxygen as propellant. Guys, I'm gonna suffocate. Guys, we're gonna suffocate. Oh no, guys, I'm dying. Oh, I hate Brittle Hollow because of that stupid black hole. It keeps getting me. It's the only reason I have like nothing explored on Brittle Hollow is I keep getting sucked into the black hole. Okay then. So technically still got like a little bit longer than I'd like, but I don't want to spend any more time than necessary. But I am going to review general synopsis of what I've done today. Yeah, I really still have to start looking at everything. But hey, I've got a nest, a web. It's mostly connected now. Shelter site? Oh, that eventually turned into the Hanging City. Got it. But there's this Tower of Quantum Knowledge by Solneum. Or, Solneum was told to go to the Quantum Tower of Knowledge. Damn it, Solar! Learn one final rule, the privilege to the Quantum Moon. So I'll have to go check that out next time. I still don't know how to get down to down into Giant Steep, but from what I've heard by exploring around, I'm supposed to be able to get that out of Brittle Hollow at some point. Don't know what's going on with the Orbital Probe Cannon. Don't know what's going on with the Signal Eye Locator. Don't know what's going on with the Ruptured Core or the Frozen Nomai Shuttle. Killing and maiming L. I'm gonna figure out probably next time I do this. We're probably gonna just spend most of the stream, knowing my luck, exploring Brittle Hollow, trying to get that done. For some reason, Brittle Hollow seems to have a lot of lore in it, so there's that. I'm out of drinkage, so apologies for that. I was hoping I could get something out of it, and I was wrong. But we talked to Galbro, who's cool. We like him, I guess. Oh, that's my village. You can really zoom in. But visibly we didn't really do a lot. But I have been figuring out some of the loose ends. I've been following the signs a little bit closer. Things have been pointing me to go to Brittle Hollow. So, you know, there's that. And with that, meditate until next loop. Going to quit to menu. And thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Thank you to everybody who stopped by, even if it was just for a little bit. because I think they've all left by now, but that's alright. If you haven't already and you would like to, please feel free to go check out the Discords, where you'll be kept updated on when I plan on going live. Most, if not all, of my streams end up on the YouTube channel at some point or another, so if you would like to go check out some of the other stuff I've done, please feel free to go check it out there. But for right now, I do believe that we are done for today. I'm pretty sure I'm streaming tomorrow. Let me do it next time. No. I believe I'm streaming tomorrow. But we'll see how I feel when that actually happens. I've been having a lot of headaches and stuff recently, which makes it hard to stay motivated. So just keep an eye on the on the Discord if you're in it. And yeah, I hope y'all have a good day / night / evening / whatever time of day it is for you. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye bye.